Good morning, students. How are you all? Hope you all are doing good. Okay. You have studied this journal entries that I have taught you. That homeworks and all you are doing, I hope so. Okay. So, in this chapter, in this journal entries, we have four more illustrations that I will try to complete by today. So, then tomorrow onwards, we will start the new chapter, fourth chapter. Okay. Today we will learn the ninth illustration now. Illustration 9. Valluvar is a sole trader dealing in textiles. From the following transactions, pass journal entries for the month of March 2018. March 1. Commenced business with cash and with goods. Then purchased ready-made shirts from X & Co on credit, cash deposited into bank through cash deposit machine, purchased 10 ready-made sarees from Y & Co by cash, paid X & Co through NEFT, then sold 5 sarees to A & Co on credit. A & Co deposited the amount due in cash deposit machine, purchased 20 sarees from Z & Co and paid through debit card 12,000. Stationery purchased for and paid through net banking. Bank charges levied. Okay, so I will do and show in the notebook. I will explain, so you keep your textbook next to you when I am explaining, then only you will understand. Okay. Journal entries I have written. First you write the number 9, illustration 9, the journal entries. Then you should write the date, particulars. Okay, I have drawn the line already, otherwise it's a waste of time. Okay, so first I will explain that first one, March 1. So date, year 2018. 2018, March 1. Okay, that write like this. Then commenced business with the cash and goods. Here two things he is bringing, cash and goods. Here we cannot write as goods, we have to write as stock. Okay, so cash account data, it is a combined entry. Okay, compound entry, we can say joint entry, we can say cash account data, stock account data to capital, isn't it? Who is starting Valluvar? So Valluvar's capital account. Then narration, commenced business. Okay, 90,000, 60,000, together 1,50,000. Okay, one entry over, draw a line only in the particulars column. Then number 2, purchased 20 ready-made shirt from X & Co on credit. So if it is on credit, that person only is the giver, isn't it? So we have to credit X & Co. What should be debited? Purchased ready-made shirt, that is purchases. So purchases account data to X & Co. X & Co. Okay, purchased goods. $10,000. Okay, draw a line. Then 3, cash deposited into bank through cash deposit machine. So we are depositing cash into the bank, isn't it? So one is bank receiving. So bank should be debited, isn't it? Bank account debtor. And what is going out? Cash. Cash account. Right? Cash deposited into bank. Cash deposited. 30,000. Then 4. Purchased 10 ready-made sarees from Y & Co by cash. So if it is cash, you don't bother about the person Y & Co. So you take cash and purchase 2 sarees. So one is purchases, the other one cash. So purchase expense we debit and cash is going out, we will credit, isn't it? So purchases account debtor to cash account. Purchased goods. $6,000. Okay. Then 5. Paid X & Co through NEFT. That is second date. Here amount is not given. So X & Co we have purchased for 10,000. So we are paying through NEFT. So he is the receiver. So we will debit. And NEFT means we are giving the money through bank. Okay, national, that exchange of fund transfer. So that is going through bank. So bank is the giver, that we have to credit. Okay, X & Co account debtor to bank account. Paid X & Co. Amount 10,000. So in the problem they have not given the amount. So you may not think there is no amount. Okay, because X & Co it is already we have purchased from X & Co. Then 6. Sold 5 sarees to A & Co on credit. So here sold means sales, isn't it? Then to whom? Who is the receiver? A & Co. That should be debited. A & Co account debtor to sales account. Sold to A & Co. How much? 4,000. Then 7. A & Co deposited the amount due in cash deposit machine. So A & Co, how much he has to give? 4,000. That he has deposited in the cash deposit machine. So the rubber bank, it will increase the bank balance. So the receiver is bank, who is paying A & Co. So bank account debtor to A & Co. A & Co account. A & Co deposited the money. Deposited how much? 4,000. Here also amount is not given. The previous transaction amount is 4,000. That we need to write. Okay. Dry line. Then 8. Purchased 20 sarees from Z & Co and paid through debit card. So here that purchases, you forget about that Z & Co because we are paying. If we make payment, we may not write that party's name. Okay, purchased, that purchases one nominal expense we will debit. What should be credited? Because the bank is paying. Okay, so the giver, bank is the giver, so we need to credit. So purchases account debtor to bank account. Purchases made through debit card. Simply we can make purchases made. One short information about that journal you have to write. Okay, 12,000. 9. Stationery purchased and paid through net banking. Here it is an expense, stationery, so we will debit it. Then who is the payer? The paying, we are not paying by cash, the bank is paying. So that giver is the bank. Okay, so stationery account, the expense name we have to write stationery. We know what is stationery: pen, pencil, or the office writing, it give notebooks, everything. Okay, so stationery account debtor to bank account. Stationery purchased. $6,000. Then 10. Bank charges levied. Here bank charges is an expense, so we will debit the bank charges. Then who is the giver? Here we do not pay by cash. Understand, bank charges means that that is charged by the bank. Our bank balance on the bank is only paying. Our bank balance only will get reduced. So here we cannot write cash. So to bank we have to write. Okay, because bank only is charging the bank charges. We do not pay in cash. So bank charges levied. $200. Okay, now completed one problem. Then next one is, I think you are able to follow, isn't it? Okay, Derry is a sole trader. Derry is a sole trader dealing in automobiles. From the following transactions, past journal entries for the month of January 2018. Commenced business with cash, goods, buildings. The same way here, combined entry, debit 3 items will be coming. Okay, cash, stock and buildings. Then purchased goods from A and Co on credit, cash deposited into bank. Then purchased goods from B and Co and payment made through credit card. Then all this payment is made in the bank, so bank only should be credited. Paid A and Co through RTGS, this also bank is making the payment. Sold goods to C and Co and check received. Okay, here we have to write as if we receive the cash. Then you see, deposited the check received from C and Co with the bank. Here only we have to write the next entry. Bank is receiving the check. Okay. Then purchased goods from Z and Co and paid through debit card. Bank is paying. Okay. Then stationery purchased for and paid through net banking. Income tax is paid by check. So we have to write first the number 10 journal entries. Then you have to write the details. Okay, then date we need to write 2018, first year, then month, first three letters enough, January, then 1. Okay, joint entry, combined entry, what, cash account debtor, then goods you should not write as goods, we have to write as stock, so stock account debtor, then buildings, first letter always start with capital letter. Okay, buildings account debtor, to capital, there is capital account, so commenced business, no need to write full thing, it is mere waste of time. Okay, in the narration don't write everything, short description you have to write, but the meaning must be there. Commenced business, here 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 5 lakh, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, then 5 lakh, together 8 lakh. Okay, one entry over, draw a line, then write only the date. Okay, 2. Purchased goods from A and Co on credit. So here one is A and Co, he is the giver, we need to credit. Purchased goods is considered as purchases. Okay, nominal account, debit the expense. So purchase account debtor to A and Co account. Purchases made or purchased from A and Co, anything you can write. Okay, purchases made 3 lakh. Okay, draw the line, then 3, cash deposited into bank. So here the bank is the receiver, isn't it? Bank account debtor, then cash is going out, isn't it? Credit what goes out to cash. Deposited into bank or cash deposited, anything you can write, or cash deposited into bank. Okay, 80,000. Then 4, purchased goods from B and Co and payment made through credit card. So purchased goods we will write purchases, isn't it? Okay, now whether that person we need to write? No, because we make the payment through credit card. Credit card means who is making the payment? Bank. So we need to credit bank. Okay, 5,000. What is the narration? Purchases made. You write in short. Okay, purchases made. Draw a line. Then 5, paid A and Co through RTGS. So A and Co is the receiver. So A and Co account debtor. We are making payment through RTGS, that means through bank. Many ways that making payment through the bank. RTGS, NEFT, then credit card, debit card. Okay, all these will come. Only the bank transaction only. Don't worry about that one. Your net banking also they may give. So you write that one, bank. Okay. Paid A and Co. A and Co. Okay. Amount 3 lakh, isn't it? A and Co 3 lakh. If the amount is not given, you verify in the previous transaction that particular customer where he is, or customer or supplier, we have to find out. Then sixth one, sold goods to C and Co and check received. Here I told you, if we receive check, we should not debit the bank, because when we receive the check, we will keep the check with us only. But immediately we are not depositing that check in the bank. Only when we deposit, we give that check in the bank, only the bank is receiving that check. Okay, so until then we have to consider that as cash only. So here when we receive check, we have to write cash account debtor to, that is sales, isn't sold goods to C and Co. So sales, cash account debtor. Here you should not write sales and C and Co, because he has given the check. Now he is no more our debtor. Understand? So cash account debtor to sales. Because he has made the payment, we cannot write his name. If he on credit only, we can write his that company name. Okay, sold goods C and Co. Here we have received the check, but here we should not write check. Instead we have to write as cash only. Okay, sold goods to sold goods or goods sold. How much amount? 50,000. Now, next one, deposited the check received from C and Co with the bank. Now you can write that we have to cancel this cash, isn't it? Whether we have the cash in the office 50,000, no. Okay, this cash must be balanced. We must cancel this cash, because we have that check leaf only. Whether it is equal to cash, whether we will have that 50,000 rupees in our office, no. So we need to cancel this one. So here who is receiving the that check? Bank. Okay, so receiver, debit the receiver, bank account debtor to cash account. Understood? Now you see this cash debit, this cash credit. So now it is cancelled, this 50,000 cash. We cannot see anymore that cash. Otherwise, if you write this cash, your that cash book will not get tally. 50,000 it will show excess. Okay, since we have deposited that check in the bank, we will write bank. Now you see, we cancel this two. What will come? Bank account debtor to sales. That is the correct one. Okay, we have sold goods and that check is deposited into the bank. Okay, check deposited. Then eighth one, purchased goods from Z and Co and paid through debit card. So purchased goods, purchases debtor, purchases account debtor. Sold goods means sales must be credited. Okay, purchased goods from Z and Co and paid through debit card. If we make the payment, only that one only we should not write Z and Co. So how we make the payment? Debit card. That means from our bank. Bank is the giver. Purchased goods. Purchased goods or goods purchased, or purchased goods and paid through debit card, you can write. Okay, 12,000. Then ninth one, stationery purchased and paid through net banking. It's also related banking transaction. So the giver is the bank, so we need to credit. That expense is stationery. So stationery account debtor, stationery account debtor to bank account. Okay, stationery purchased. Here you should not write purchases. Understand? It is not purchasing goods. It is stationery, office expenses. Stationery purchased. When we purchase goods for resale, that means the dealer, here the dealer is sole trader dealing in automobiles. Okay, so when he purchased that things only, goods it is given, you can write purchases. But here he has purchased stationery, that is not for resale purpose he is purchasing. Okay, so don't confuse with the purchases, the stationery or any that building or any asset furniture if we purchase, that also may not be written as purchases. Okay, that is asset. Here amount is 6,000. Then the last one, income tax of dairy is paid by check. Here income tax of dairy is given. It is not the business tax. Okay, so his tax that is paid, maybe his tax includes the income from his property, not from the business income. Understand? Maybe his personal income. So we have to consider this as drawings. The business is paying his expense. Okay, drawings account debtor to is paid by check. So who is paying? The bank. Okay. Income tax is paid. Income tax is paid. Okay, 10,000. Okay, students, you have understood? Any doubt you can ask me. Okay. Students, now we will discuss the 11th and 12th illustration because we don't have enough time to write and show. Okay, just listen to me. Chandran is a sole trader dealing in sports items. From the following transactions, prepared journal entries for the month of March 2018. Commenced business with cash. Okay, that you know. As usual, cash account debtor to capital, Chandran's capital. Then cash deposited into bank, you know, bank account debtor to cash. Then purchased goods from Ravi and payment made through net banking. So purchased goods is considered as purchases. Then payment made through net banking. So bank is the giver. So purchases account debtor to bank. Sales made to Kumar who deposited the money through CDM. So here through CDM he has deposited. So who is the receiver? Bank is the receiver. Bank account debtor to sales. Sales always credited. Here purchases always debited. If we take the goods for any personal purpose or for charity purpose, only then we can credit these purchases. Understood? So here bank account debtor to sales account. Here again sales made to Vivek who made the payment by debit card. Here also the same thing. He is making the payment by debit card. So here the bank is receiving, isn't it? So bank account debtor to sales account. Forget about this customers. Then sold goods to Kirtana who made the payment through credit card. The same thing only. We make sales, but they are making the payment through credit card. One is making payment through debit card, another one credit card, another one net banking, another one depositing the that amount in the CDM, cash deposit machine. Have you ever gone to deposit money in the cash deposit machine? It is very easy. Okay, simply you have to type the number. We have to type the account number, then it will open, it will show the name of that person to whom you are going to deposit the machine. Then the cash, the deposit, one particular place will be there that to insert the currency notes. So we have to keep there. How much amount we are going to the deposit, everything will be asked. We have to correctly enter, and that cash we have to keep inside that machine. It will get automatically closed. Then once if it is credited, it will show the amount is credited. Okay, that is everything. The bank payment only. Now, dividend directly received by bank. So here, I have already told you some income will be received by bank as per our instruction. So here the bank is the receiver, the dividend is an income. So this only credited, this must be debited. Money withdrawn from ATM. So ATM means, so that bank is the giver, isn't it? So credit the bank. Money withdrawn means cash is coming in. Okay, cash account debtor to bank. Then salary is paid through ECS. This also we are electronic payment. Okay, so that salary we are paying. That is an expense debit. Bank is the pay that making the payment. So bank credit. Cricket bats donated to a trust. Here that person is dealing with sports items. So he has purchases he has made the cricket bats, isn't it? That only he is using for the donation. So we can write as donation as an expense. Okay. So donation account debtor to, we should not write the cricket bats. We have to credit the purchases, because he has purchased some goods, isn't it? That only we need to credit. In the previous illustrations we have seen, isn't it, that towels and all he has used for the office use, isn't it, the tablecloth. So we credited the purchase. In the same way we need to credit this, not the cricket bats, the purchase must be credited. Okay, then that is giving us a donation, so it is considered as an expense. So donation account debtor to purchases account. You have understood? We will see the next illustration, 12th one. Deepak is a dealer in stationery items. From the following transactions, past journal entries for the month of January and February 2018. Commenced business with cash, opened bank account by depositing cash, A4 papers sold on credit to Padmini, then bills received from Padmini and Co for the amount due, bills received and discounted with the bank, then bills of Padmini dishonored. Okay. Only this illustration I will do and show. Only these three. Okay, these three I think you know. Commenced business with the cash, easy only. Then here don't write open bank account. Here you can say simply, okay, you can write open bank account or deposited cash into bank you can write. Okay, the same thing only. What bank account debtor to cash. Then A4 papers sold on credit to Padmini and Co. Here we make the sales. So who is receiving? Padmini and Co. Account debtor to sales account. Now you see here the bills received. Illustration 12, isn't it? So that the 3 we will start. Okay, when we sell goods to Padmini, what is the entry? Padmini account debtor to Padmini and Co. account debtor to sales account, isn't it? Narration I am not writing, okay, otherwise it will be more time. I may not be able to upload that video. If it goes beyond some time, I cannot upload. Okay, 60,000. Now, bills received from Padmini and Co. for the amount due. Now, we are receiving the bill. I have told you yesterday about the bill. The bill will be drawn by the person one who is selling, isn't it? So, we are selling the goods. Padmini is receiving. So, we are writing that bill and giving to Padmini, so that Padmini and Co. they will accept that one. Okay, so that is called bills receivable. Okay, that means we have received the bill. Bills receivable. This bill we will receive later. Like a check, okay, bills receivable account debtor to Padmini and Co account should be credited. Padmini and Co account credit. Okay, you are right. Bills received from Padmini and Co. Okay, the same amount 60,000. Now the same bill we are giving this one to the bank. Bills received from Padmini discounted with the bank.